started recording.
Oh, okay.
The harvest and the seed. What page are we on this?
Yeah, we were past that.
We're on page 53, yes. The American spirit doesn't wait on progress. We, by faith and hard work, make it happen. Do you see the flag?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice the picture of the Marines raising a flag?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of the
Best wars ever.
battles of World War II. Here you have firefighters raising a flag. Here you have the eagle, the bald eagle. It's called bald. I don't know why. It's got white hair. Okay, over here we have the photo. Why can't you give my dad a job? You see?
Yeah, it's a cardboard
Yes.
riot.
It's not riots. It's people that are suffering through the
Mobs?
Great Depression.
Mobs?
It's called the Great Depression. It's a mob of people. They're looking for work and so on. Now over here, this is called propaganda. All right? Everybody teaches you something, right? Like my propaganda is about Christianity. All right?
Yes.
Whenever I might be using the word propaganda incorrectly, but
What do you
that
mean?
well, propaganda might be to make you buy something. But then the word advertising exists.
So propaganda might be like something in sales. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think a salesman is a good job?
If that's what God wants you to do, then yes. All right, start reading. So on page 54.
Whenever America has a national problem, we must thank God for the spirit of
Victory.
victory that unites us and spreads across the nation. This victory attitude that is in we the people is what is going to turn this economy around. It does not matter what we are facing, whether it is a depression,
A recession.
wars,
Wars.
or anything else. It is how we started this country, and thank God it has not changed.
All right.
Now it's getting more into the religion straight. Because you were talking about last episode that it was half the book in the beginning was religion, and now the middle
The middle part is about
wars,
the United States. Here we have
more religion.
the War of Independence against the British, I believe, and the British are surrendering to George Washington.
That's just like a game, sort of.
You see the 13 colonies, the 13 stars in a circle.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
here
look.
we have the Bible on top of the...
Hey!
No, leave him alone, leave him alone. He won't catch her.
Yes, he will.
Well, your mother will stop him.
She is hurt with her snake bite. Of course he'll catch it. Oh, by the way, now,
So you see the flag and the Bible on top of the flag?
are you talking about this one?
Yes, sir, I was.
Okay. What's that one? The other one?
Now that is interesting. I don't know that flag. It's just blue background with stars all over the place. All right. So, well, this is very interesting. It's just a battle scene, but
Is
I
that
don't-
Washington?
could be. All right.
Tanks, helicopters. For a second, this is the
Soldiers and
mummies.
so on. A couple of flags. I don't know what they mean. I'm proud to be an American. Well, see, this is where it's got to be fixed. People could say I'm proud to be an American if they're referring to, but then the Mexicans could say it, the Canadians could say it, anybody in the Americas could say I'm proud to be an American. If this book is about the United States, it should say I'm proud to be a United States citizen. Okay, I'm proud to be an American and thank God for the American spirit that brings the best out of all of us. It was that spirit that put duty and country above life itself. The spirit of honor that left 500,000 men on the battlefields of Africa, Asia, and Europe during the Second World War. a conflict that the United States could easily have sat out.
Mm-hmm.
When Japan declared war against us, America joined the Alliance of Light against the Gang of Darkness. God bless America. So here you see the suffering, the soldiers being carried by 2, 4, 6.
Two guys that. Oh no, I thought this guy lost his legs.
The one guy is being carried by 6.
Look, it looks like he lost his legs, doesn't it? The guy is in front of his legs.
Yes.
Or maybe he did lose his legs. Who knows?
Honoring all who served. You see a photo of women, two women, men. Have you heard of the Navajo code breakers?
Mm-mm.
Navajo code talkers. They were what used to be called Indians. Now they're called Native people. They're the tribe of the Navajo.
Mm-hmm.
In World War II, they were used to send codes, like radio men.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, attack from some code. We need more food. Send a tank over to this address, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to say in code. But the Japanese could not understand the code because it was being used by these native people, the Navajo.
Mm-hmm.
There's a movie about it with
300 Spartans.
no, it's another one. Can't remember his name just now. Nicolas Cage or Gage, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to protect the code, not protect the native Navajo. He's supposed to protect the code from being captured by the Japanese. All right, read. Top page.
Okay. Thank God for the spirit of America, and for that farm boy from Nebraska, and that young man from New York City who worked in a grocery store in Harlem, who had never even heard of Normandy or
Sicily.
Who wanted so much to walk back from the hill but continued on, the bullets flying over and around them. It was that American spirit that kept them from not turning back, their determination that came from the American spirit and gave them their determination to do their duty and gave them their dedication to freedom. I'm proud to be American. God bless America. I thought it was saying something else than dedication.
All right. Apparently, Sicily and Normandy were battles, right? And this boy from New York and this other one from Nebraska, they went to fight, and in places that they had never heard of. You see the snow?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a daylight photo, or it's actually it could be a drawing.
Wait, let me see this.
They're in the trees and so on.
They're in the trees?
You see the trees in the background?
Is that a person?
No, that's not a person.
Oh, I thought he was wearing camouflage.
They probably didn't start that.
Oh, because if he was wearing camouflage, bravo.
This one was easy to fight because it was basically United States against Germans, and they used uniforms. In today's armies, I believe, don't use uniforms. Or they do, but one soldier could actually, depending on what his face looks like, you couldn't tell that's a German, because the races are mixing. The blacks are in the United States.
So, how do they tell it's not one of their teammates?
Well, the way they talk, and you know if you get captured.
No, but if there's like you and someone else is coming to meet up, and what if he's like, code word for blah 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 for our army, and then he says it wrong, and then he's like blah blah blah.
Well, back then it was Germans, Italians, and who else? There were three. The Japanese. So the Japanese were, once you, like for us, for me, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, they all look the same, right? But there are differences. Some people are able to tell what the differences are. Just as, remember Bob, my stepdad?
Mhm.
He couldn't tell the difference between a Mexican, Cuban,
And
or
his own friend that was.
Puerto Rican. And the reason he couldn't tell is because if you speak in English, you don't know. But now
No.
you kind of know by. Well, I
Accent?
know. Yeah. Well, living in Miami, I could see. Okay, this guy has mannerisms just like a Colombian. This one has Cuban mannerisms. For instance, there was one from New Jersey. He was only 25 or so, and he used to go like this with his arm. Let me do it with my left hand. See Chico, like moving the shoulder like that. He said, I had to go practice in the mirror because even though I'm Cuban, I didn't grow up among Cubans, so I don't know how to do any of this. They move their body as they speak.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you said they didn't wear uniforms, then what did they wear? Just bulletproof vests?
Let's
and
say
stuff?
that they wear camouflage.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't really say, like over here, the British are wearing red, correct?
True.
So the United
Red,
States is
blue.
wearing blue.
RVD.
So now both of them might be using camouflage.
And
But you can still tell who's who most of the time.
if I was forced to join the army,
Mm-hmm.
I would probably only want to be a sniper.
Right.
Because I do not want to go hand-to-hand combat with a bunch of other skilled people that are like, "Rah," full of rage mode. I would rather just be sitting in a building like, okay, that guy needs help. Okay, that guy needs help.
In Vietnam, there was this movie called Jacob's Ladder, and it talked about how the United States soldiers were given a drug so that they would be more brave. So they did become more brave, but they ended up murdering who?
Themselves?
Yes.
Oh,
They went berserk.
I imagine when people say berserk, I imagine Vikings for some reason. Just having a war axe on their shoulder and just having like rocks. Remember that show we used to watch called Vikings?
Yes, I was watching it.
I imagine the man, what's his name? The main guy.
I don't know his name, but yeah.
Well, that guy just in the wars they used to have
Mhm.
against other people, the short little wars like 20 versus 20 people.
Yes, yes.
I imagine those wars. with
Those are
him just
called
like,
battles. Yes.
Oh, I do not like.
So war is glorified in many Hollywood movies. When you look at the Jehovah's Witnesses movies, they do have war, and it's like all you see is the dead bodies all over the place. It's like the sour part of the war, you know. There's no glory, you know. It's like if there's one guy that's very good, well, the next scene he's dead. You know, so it's like there are no heroes.
That rarely happens in the movies I sometimes watch. Uh-oh.
I gotta charge the battery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do another video. God bless you and those that surround you.